Hello and welcome back all of you my dear students to our another video of geography, and I hope you are doing well. So in the previous video we were discussing about ocean. Now as you know, we have started the chapter of importance of ocean. So in today's video we are going to start to learn about what are the different uses of ocean for us, what these oceans are giving to us humans, and how these oceans are helpful in a particular way that is helping the humans to live their life at the optimum levels. So these different things are what we are going to study today. Now, in order to give you the information about the importance of these things, today I will tell you about what are the different things that we get from these oceans. Now, first of all, let's start with the basic needs of human. Like you see, what are the three different basic needs? I hope you know. Food, that includes water also. Food and water is the first. Second is the shelter, and third is the clothing. So these three different things are very basic needs of human. Now, where do we get water from? Can you tell me? We get all this water from rivers, of course. And where do these rivers get the waters from? That is the main question that you have to answer. Okay, so these rivers, whatever we are taking water from, these rivers and the underground water, like you see, we drill the land and we do boring and we put some motors inside and we drag out the water, or we dig some wells and then we take out the water from them. Okay, so these different water bodies on our continents, where do these water bodies get from? Is that these rivers and groundwater, the water in these places is coming from the oceans. Now, how is this water coming from the ocean? You might have heard about something called as water cycle, or it is also called as hydrological cycle. It means the water that is present in the ocean, it is evaporated due to the effect of the sun and the heat that it is getting. Then this water is evaporated in the sky. Then these water vapors, when they travel up in the sky, the temperature is reduced, and as a matter of fact, what happens is that these water vapors get condensed and forms cloud. Now, due to the effect of wind, these clouds will travel to the continents, and what will happen? This eventually will give us the rain, and this rain is where we get all the water from in the rivers, right? So then the rivers are flowing, and then we are placing some dams in order to store this water for our particular use. Now let's see, like I told you, first the basic needs of man are what? Food, which includes water, food and water, then shelter, and we will talk about the another things later on. So the water is the basic necessity that this ocean is providing us with. So you can imagine, just imagine, like how will be your life without water. You cannot survive one day without it. Like you use it for drinking, the most important thing, then you use it for cooking, then again washing and cleaning different stuff, and then again you use this water for growing plants in the agricultural field, because nothing on this planet grows without water. Okay, not animals, not humans, not birds, not plants, nothing will grow without water. So you see, that is why water is so important for us, and the source of this water is our ocean. So ocean becomes very much important for us. So that is why you see this chapter is called as the importance of oceans, right? So the next one is food, as I told you. First was water, then second is food. So this food is when we talk about plants, let's say when we do agriculture, where do we get food from? We get them from the plants. In the same manner, we also get the food from ocean, but here we don't get plants like that which we get on the ground. Here we will find food in the form of fishes and in the form of planktons and different kind of aquatic plants. Okay, so you see most of the people, those who are living near the coastal areas, every day, every meal, they will have something which is related to the ocean. Okay, either they will eat the aquatic plants, but most of them don't do it, because you see, because if we started to eat the aquatic plants, what will the aquatic animals will eat? Okay, so there is not much inclusion of these aquatic plants, but we use the fishes to eat in our daily meals. Okay, not we, but the people, those who are living near the coastal areas, they are using this kind of aquatic life for their own life. So food is the second thing that we get from the ocean in the form of fish and plants. Now let's talk about transport. Now you see, we all need to transport from one country to another country, from one continent to another continent, and we need to transport our goods and our services with the people, those who are living in different countries, to maintain some healthy ways of communication and trade amongst these two different countries. So the very easy and the very quickest, not the very quickest, but the most affordable way to transport a lot of heavy amount of goods from one place to another place, from one continent or one country to another continent or another country, it is done all through these ships. So these ships are carrying a lot of heavy weight on them, and they are using waterways and oceans to cross all these countries and then to reach from one place to another place. Like you see how the grains from our countries are reaching up to America or Australia or even Africa. Okay, India is exporting wheat, again jawar, bajra and all these different kind of stuff. Okay, rice also they are exporting. So how is it possible? It is all possible due to these waterways, because they provide us the routes for transportation of these goods. Okay, so transportation is also very much important for us. Okay, so that is why again oceans are important. So I told you three things: water, food, then transport. The next one is medicinal use. Now you see these oceans are giving us these certain plants that we just discussed. Now these plants have a lot of medicinal purpose or medicinal use for our day-to-day lives. Okay, so we are using, or like we in the sense the pharmaceutical and medicinal industries are using these aquatic life. They might even use some jellyfish, octopus and certain animals, and they again use these plants that are growing there for preparing certain medicines that are required. Okay, so the fourth use is it is giving us medicines. Okay, it is giving us something that is used for medicinal use. Then next is I hope everyone have seen a car or a bike or any kind of vehicle someday. Now do you know what is required in order for that vehicle to run? Okay, what do we give it on a daily or regular basis or weekly basis for it to run? Can you guess? It is what? This petrol or kerosene, or not kerosene but diesel. Okay, petrol and diesel are the most important fuel that we use in these vehicles. Now where are this petrol and fuel coming from? Of course from petrol pump. Right? It's not like that. This petrol and kerosene, not kerosene, but this petrol and diesel, we are getting this from the crude oil. Okay, so crude oil is a particular mixture that we extract from the ocean bed. Okay, so someday if you might have gone to a particular beach in Mumbai, you might have seen there are some boring like things, stuff in the ocean. Okay, so what are these boring machines? These machines are drilling inside the ocean bed and they are trying to extract out the natural resources from this ocean. Natural resources, that means oil or gas. So if they found oil, then it is mostly the crude oil which is used for extracting petrol. Like you see, petrol and diesel are extracted from this crude oil. Okay, it means we are separating this, like let's say this is a jar of crude oil, then we are separating petrol, then we are separating diesel by differential extraction. Okay, so someday we will talk about this, how do we do it. And then whatever it is left out in that particular thing is tar, and this tar is what we use for constructing our roads. Okay, you might have heard about this tar roads, that all this black material that you see, that is used in binding the coarse aggregate on these roads, that is what? It is tar. So you see, for transportation we all depend on the ocean because it is giving us petrol, it is giving us diesel, and it is even giving us the material that is used to build the roads. So you see, in a way we cannot live without this transportation vehicle. Like we can live, but our life will get very slow and it will take a lot of time for us to do all these different things. So that is why it is all coming from the ocean, and we should all be thankful for everything that it is doing. Now the next important thing is our breathing. Like you see, without we cannot breathe, we cannot live without breathing. So what do we breathe? Of course air, but what is in that air that we breathe? It is oxygen, right? So this oxygen, it is coming from none other than the oceans. Now how? Like you see, you might tell me that, sir, oxygen is, how it is coming from the ocean? It is coming from the trees, right? We exhale carbon dioxide and they exhale oxygen. So we are in fact helping both to live. But it is not like that. All the trees on the continents, every tree, every forest, whatever you say, everything on this continent, every plant is only giving us 10% of oxygen that is available on the earth. Only 10%. Every plant that you see on this, in this forest, in this dense forest areas, grasslands, then wetlands and all those different things. All these things are giving only 10% of oxygen to us, to the entire earth. 90% of the oxygen is coming from the oceans. Now, how it is coming from the oceans? So I don't know if you have heard about this, but it is the actual fact that the algae that is growing in these oceans, this is what giving giving us the 90% of oxygen that is available on our planet Earth. Okay, so algae is what, if you say, if there is one tree and if there is one same amount of algae in one particular place, so you see the amount of oxygen that is liberated by this tree and the amount of oxygen that is liberated by this algae. So this algae will give 5 times more oxygen than this one tree. Okay, so algae is just basically green patches on this water, so you can see that thing. Okay, so that is why this ocean is very much important, because 90% of oxygen, like you see, we cannot live without oxygen, and if 90% of oxygen is coming from this oceans, then we need to give a very serious attention to this particular things. So you see, that is what all the importance for our from the ocean. Now there are a few more that we will talk about in our later videos, but you have to remember the food in the form of fish, then transportation, then mineral and oils, okay, and then medicinal purpose, and lastly what is the oxygen that we are getting from this particular thing. So that is what you have to know about the importance of the oceans. So in the next video we will talk a little bit more about this particular topic, and how we could see that we could preserve these not forest, sorry, oceans, and what are the different kinds of harm that humans are doing to these oceans. So that is what we will study in our next video. So until then, have a nice week.